Hey guys, it's Julie. I am still here at my neighbor's house. They're planning on coming back on Friday, which I'm hoping that they call me just because, I will be working for part of the day on Black Friday. I will be working from 3 a.m. till about, 12:30. So, it's like I have no idea if I should like pack up my stuff before I leave for work that day, or if I should or if I should just hold on. I'm not quite sure when they'll be home, so I may text them here in a little bit and see what they say. But anyway, so things have been going really good. Lily's Lily's funny. She is very excitable. She's a good guard dog. She'll always bark if she hears somebody outside or whatever. And sometimes she'll scare me a little bit. Like it'll be totally quiet, like it is now, and then all of a sudden she'll start barking. I'll be like, yeah, not really, expecting it, but yeah. So she's pretty good. And she's pretty good about being, matter of fact, she's in the bedroom over there, curled up on the bed right now. Um, so, the main reason why I decided to film another video tonight, be the last video I did, I told you guys that, I had something that was kind of an announcement. While what I was thinking of hasn't come to be yet, I do have another announcement, and I'm a little nervous about this because I haven't really told anybody yet. But as you guys know, I've been talking to this guy Keith, who lives in England, and we've been kind of dating online and all that kind of good stuff. He wants me to at least come visit him in England, and due to circumstances in my life, due to the way that my life has turned out and where I am in life, I'm feeling like I'm in need of a change, like I'm in need of doing something different, because I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. I feel like I'm stuck doing the same kind of job. Matter of fact, I've done retail for like 6 years now. And while it's okay, and I can't get into the whys and wherefores, unfortunately, but let's just suffice it as saying I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of doing what I'm doing. And not only that, but through church, I've been taking this class, kind of class slash study. It's called The Ultimate Journey, and it's all about kind of going through one's past and basically saying stuff like, basically going through from like infancy to adult, to the present time, and basically kind of digging out and dealing with any bad experiences with anything that happened. And I've been with a group of, there's been 4 of us, 3 girls and 1 guy, who are, plus our leader, who we meet every week, and we usually on Thursday, and we just kind of talk, and we're supposed to like write letters to ourselves, like we'll write letters from our younger self to our older self and all that. And we're almost done with it. We're this week, starting today, is the start of the last week. Like, we're from adult to adult. So basically being a somewhat older adult, like from being like 26 to 27 on to the age we are now. And it's been a really good class. It's taught me a lot. I mean, it's gotten a lot of stuff out that, and I mean, it's funny because all four of us, I mean, I can't really talk about that either, but all four of us have gone through different things, and yet, kind of, it's really interesting how we're all kind of the same. How we all kind of go through the same things and, experience things. So this is harder for me than I thought it was going to be. And if I start crying, I do apologize ahead of time. This will be the first time you guys will see me cry on video. And but it's emotional. It's been emotional. It's been good. It's been very cleansing. It's been very so basically we've gone through this. There's 3 phases apparently. There's phase 1, which is going through all of the junk and crap and talking about it and stuff. Then there's phase 2, which is, I believe, I'm not really sure. My dad's going through phase 2. He's already been through phase 1. But so I think phase 2, phase 3 is kind of more putting other things, kind of filling you up with God and realizing that God loves you, that God made you to be the person that you are. And it's been amazing to write these letters and to read these letters and to realize how how you can go from here to here and see the path, kind of like in some of the movies where they show the map and you kind of go, and it's like you can kind of see the path your life has taken and stuff. Anyway, kind of rambling on there a little bit, but so basically, and I do excuse me, I just ate some chips and my stomach's been kind of ooky all day. I mean, not really feeling sick, just kind of feeling like had some bad indigestion and stuff. But standing up there at work today, and it's like I kept, belching a little bit. I was just had to tell a couple of my customers, excuse me, because they would be asking me a question. I'd be like, yeah, But anyway, sorry, rambled off topic there for a second. So, basically, with doing all this and with kind of going over my life and going over, because, you talk about your parents, you talk about your life and how you think, and with me, a lot of it in my life has been dictated by fear. By fear of, not wanting to try things because I'm afraid I'll fail, or being told that I shouldn't try things because, I don't have the skills for it or whatever, Um, so anyway, so basically, for a while now, I have been wanting to change. I've been living at home. I've been living with my folks. Um, Gosh, how long has it been? It's been at least 3 years now. Used to live on my own. Lived on my own for about 6 years. Lost my job. Well, I was working for my dad for 3 years, and then he basically let me go because I was going back to school and trying to figure out what I should do, because, I mean, me working in an office and all that, it's not me. It's not at all the way, at least not the traditional. I'm not a file clerk. I'm not a mail clerk. I'm not, somebody who can just sit and just stare at files all day or do data entry all day. I mean, last time I tried doing data entry for a temp job, my eyes about crossed out of my head. I'm surprised I didn't make a whole bunch of mistakes because it was just me basically sitting there for an insurance company, sitting there typing in numbers that were really, really similar, except for like maybe one number, one letter different for each thing. And I'm just really surprised I didn't make a whole bunch of stupid mistakes because after a while your eyes just start crossing and you're just like, all these numbers are the same. So, anyway, so basically I've just always struggled with finding a job, finding something that I like to do, finding something that I'm good at, something that I can actually help people. That's what I would really like to do. I would really like to find the kind of job where I can actually help people and actually, make the world a little bit better. But the problem is, in order to do something like that full time, I'd need to go back to school and take classes and probably learn how to, take classes and pick a specific niche. Because when I went back to school this last time, I loved a lot of the psychology classes. I liked the sociology classes, and I even took this class in social problems and just all the different things, that are wrong with society and all that. And really interesting. But I still don't know what I do. Like, if I were asked, what part of society would you like to specifically focus on, I'd have a really hard time deciding. So basically, I don't know. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I may never know. I may be one of those people who just does a whole bunch of different jobs. I mean, and there's nothing really wrong with that. I mean, my goodness, I've tried so many different things. I've worked in daycares, I've worked, in offices all over the place. I've worked retail places, several different retail places, and they're all different. And they all have different rules, different policies, different, customers, that kind of thing. So, I mean, I learned things from all the different kinds of jobs. So, I mean, it's not like I haven't learned anything, because I really have. But, just basically, I don't know, I'm still searching. I'm still trying to figure out what it is I would really like to do, And I like retail, especially the job that I have now, because I actually get to talk to people. I'm not so focused on, back when I started at Best Buy, I was a cashier, and so I had to focus on the money, I had to focus on, selling the, you know, selling, getting them to sign up for Geek Squad, getting them to sign up for the Best Buy card. It was all about the numbers and all that. And it's just now I don't have to worry about that. Now my job is to help the customers when they come in, smile at them, talk to them, check the receipts, do that kind of stuff. And, kind of be more of the social person, can be kind of more of like the, hey, how are you doing? Can I, what can I help you find? That kind of thing. And yeah, there's issues with the job I have now. It doesn't go smoothly all the time. So, I mean, I think that's part of life. I don't think any job is going to run 100% smoothly all the time. So, but anyway, so the thing is that I have for a while now wanted to make a change. I've wanted to move out on my own again. I've wanted to be, I don't want to just live at home with my parents. I don't want to just be, I don't want to have to wait for those rare occasions when my folks go off on vacation so I can have the house to myself, or wait until times like this where I can come up and spend a week or whatever at my neighbor's place, And it's been really fun, don't get me wrong. It's been really fun to be here and and be in charge of the place, take care of Lily, make sure, I've been trying to make sure the house is clean, clean up after myself, that kind of stuff. So it's not, and it's funny because, you would think, well, one person shouldn't make that much of a mess, but you would believe, even with dishes and stuff, like glasses and stuff, and I've been, making things and, making little treats and stuff like that, and, cooking frozen pizzas and stuff like that, and so it's been, just kind of like, just kind of like I have my own house, and, it's been really neat, but it's only temporary. And then I'm guessing sometime on Friday, maybe even on Thursday, I don't know. Excuse me, like I said, I've had really bad indigestion today, but anyway. So, basically, starting on Friday, I'll have to go back and, go back and live in my folks' house again. And I know, and it's funny, it's like they try to tell me, oh, don't think of this as your parents, think of us as your roommates. Which would be okay, except they still treat me like their daughter. They still treat me like, I still get lectures. If I come home with a bottle of pop or with a candy bar or whatever, I get the lecture, and it's like, I know I'm supposed to be trying to lose weight, and I know I'm supposed to be exercising, and I know I'm supposed to be doing all that, but I don't need to be reminded every single day. I don't need to have nagging. That doesn't help, So, and yes, I am being open and honest with this vlog, so if this turns you guys off, I don't even know, nobody's commenting on my videos, and that's fine. it's kind of funny. I'm kind of thinking of this as like the letters that I write with the ultimate journey. It's kind of part of the thing. It's just a way for me to get my feelings out there, my guts and everything. And so, basically. So, anyway. Um, so, anyway, I kind of lost track of what I was saying. But, so, it can be frustrating, It can really be frustrating. Especially, I just feel like I need to get away. I just feel like I need to get away from my family. I love them, I really do, but I need my own to live my own life. I need to, I need to be able to do my own thing without worrying about, my folks being like, well, you need to do this and don't forget about doing this and stuff. And so, anyway, so it's kind of come to a head. I've been feeling this way for a while and kind of been putting it off just because, the problem is working retail, working part-time retail. It's like, I don't have, I've been saving up money lately, thanks to, mom helping me out and stuff, but I've been saving up money and, but I don't know. I just haven't really been happy, And I know that's hard, and it's hard, in retail to try and, save up enough money so that I can actually, go do the things I want to do. I want to travel. I want to go to Australia, There's a friend of mine who I met online several years ago, and I would love to go visit her, but can't do that, and then I've got, and then the guy worries about my car's like 9 years old, 10 years old, and it's like, it's going to break down one of these days, and am I going to be able to afford? I've been trying to put off getting new tires, for it, because those can be freaking expensive. So, I don't know. I'm just been really kind of discouraged lately, and so I've just been feeling like I need a change, like I need to do something differently, and I'm not really sure. I haven't really been sure what that would be, but since meeting Keith, since talking to him, we Skype all the time, we chat, we have these huge, long private messages to each other, and we just talk about everything from like TV shows to our family histories and stuff like that, and and I've told him about the study that I'm taking, and and stuff, and so we talk about religion, we talk about politics, we talk about all that kind of stuff, and nothing's really taboo, and so it's really cool. But we were talking, and we started talking about what like to come visit, and we kind of bounced around the idea of, well, which one would you come visit me, would I come visit you, what should we do first, that kind of thing. And just the more we've talked and the more we've just kind of done stuff, I've just kind of been to the point where I'm just like, I want to move. I want to move to England. I want to move to Exeter. I want to, maybe not necessarily move in with Keith, but, I want to move. I want to move somewhere that's far enough away that I don't feel like my family will be right there. Like, I can't. Well, and, in a way, I've been using my family as a safety net. I've been afraid to really go out and do something like this, or really go out and try something on my own, and, risk falling on my face, because my folks have always been there, and they've always been able to, go back to them and be like, I messed up or whatever. And while I've been thankful for that, I've definitely been thankful for that, but there have been times where, even they've made it clear that, they've been like, well, we should have let you fall on your face. We should have let you, And it's like, okay, you're kind of right, but at the same time, you're my family and you should be here for me. And so, I don't know, it's just a lot of conflicting emotions going on right now. And so, I'm just kind of to the point where I'm just like, I just want to, I just want to go. I just want to, it's like, I don't want to work where I am anymore. I don't want to, I'll miss church. I'll miss my women's small group. I'll miss, but at the same time, the hard part is, at my age, a lot of my friends are married. They're, the friends that I have from like high school and all that, they're married. They have kids. They have husbands. They have, jobs of their own. They all moved, They're away from their families, that kind of thing. And so, I don't know. I guess I'm just feeling like I've had enough of just holding back and not looking for adventure. It's like I've had so much of my life that I've been just scared to do anything. Afraid that I'll fail, afraid that I'll fall on my face, that kind of thing. And I'm done. I'm tired of it. I've had some successes. I've tried things. Look at me now. I would never have thought, if you'd asked me even probably a year ago if I would be, working loss prevention, standing up at the front of the store, checking receipts, being firm with people, and being like, hey, I need to see that, hey, I need to make sure you're getting the right television, that kind of thing. I would have been like, no way. Absolutely no way, And that is one thing I do have to say about Best Buy is, working there has greatly increased my confidence and greatly increased my knowledge that I can do these things, that I can, that I can be pleasant but firm, and I can, do these things. So, I guess that's pretty good, But I'm just ready. I'm just ready to move on. I'm just ready to move on to the next stage. And I just feel like the more I just sit and just do nothing, that I'm just, it's kind of interesting because last year, at Thanksgiving, and I don't know, partly I want her to, anyway, a little bit of backstory. One of my cousins, She got married a few years ago, and she and her husband adopted 3 kids, 3 siblings from one family. And so, which is awesome, I think. And the kids are great. They're just really super. But, but what happened is that she and her husband, divorced, earlier this year or last year. I'm not really sure. I can't really remember. But I know it was recent. And so my cousin's been, she's got her own apartment and she's working, and stuff like that. And so she gets the kids, and then, her their dad gets them like on the weekends or whatever. And last year, we were all sitting there. I think it was Christmas. It had to have been Christmas because this year my aunt's doing Thanksgiving and my mom does Christmas. So, and they flip flop each year. Like, whoever does Thanksgiving one year will do Christmas the next year and vice versa. So, anyway, so we're all sitting around the table. We're all, doing stuff. It might not have even been Christmas. It may have been like Easter or something. I can't really remember what it was, what holiday it was, but it was some kind of holiday. Anyway, so we were all sitting there around the table, and we were eating. We were kind of getting toward the end of eating. We're just kind of all sitting around and talking and stuff. And I can't remember now how this came about, but my, I think the oldest daughter of this cousin of mine, she was talking about something. She was talking about, I can't remember. Oh, I know, because she was talking about writing. Because she started like keeping like a notebook and writing like I do, writing down little stories and stuff like that, which I think is really awesome. Because sometimes I just feel like I'm all alone in this family. Like I'm the only one who likes to do creative stuff, like write and, and sing and stuff. And so it's just interesting. It's just interesting to be like, it's just interesting to me. And I was talking to her about it, and I was like, well, what kind of stories, and we were talking and stuff. And then all of a sudden my cousin pops up. And she's just like, I can't even remember. I think we're talking about college or something. And she was like, I can't remember if she was discouraging her from going to college or if she was telling her she needed to go to college. But she basically said, well, look at Julie, she went to college, she's still living at home with her parents. And I looked at her, and I almost said something, and I probably should have said something, but I happened to catch my mom's eye, who was sitting across from me, and she kind of gave me that look like, don't say anything. And so I didn't. But, and I was just like, and now the internet knows. So, there you go. Well, and that's another thing I'm talking about. I mean, the fact that my mom didn't want me to stand up for myself, that she didn't want me to say anything about it. And she probably just didn't want an argument, and that's whatever, I don't know. I'm one of those I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of trying to be the peacemaker. I'm tired of doing what I can to make sure that things go well, and that, and that, everything's harmonious and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know. I just wanted to say something so badly to her. And wishing I could go back in time and tell my younger self, you say something. I mean, even if it was just asking, where the heck did that come from? Well, I mean, I pretty much know where it came from, because, this was in the middle of all this stuff where she was going through, issues with her ex, and, and trying to deal with, and she had to change jobs because of she had to change jobs so that she could be around when the kids got out of school and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I understand that. And I understand that change can be really difficult and really scary. But at the same time, it's like, no, you do not. You do not diss me. Especially not with everything that I've gone through, with all the crap that I've dealt with, You do not just diss me. Which is why I'm really kind of looking forward to tomorrow, because here's the thing. I have a boyfriend now. He may be online, but I have a boyfriend. I am dating. I've got a job that is extremely important, that has a lot of responsibility to it. I'm not just a cashier, um, I'm doing a lot of things that I would never, even just a few years ago, I would never have thought I would be doing. And so, she thinks she can continue with the crap this year. She's got another thing coming. But anyway, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the fact that my family, my extended family, I just feel like I don't really fit in with anybody. I don't. I just feel like I don't fit in, Now I'm excited for tomorrow, not only because of all the news I'm going to talk about, but because my aunt's friend Elaine is going to be there, and she's an awesome person. She will sit with me, and she will talk with me about stuff. And, we'll get to talking, and, and I feel like I'm a part of things, So, you combine all this stuff together, all the good stuff that I've been doing now with the ultimate journey and with work and with everything, and you can just combine all that together. And so my big announcement is I'm going to be moving to England. I'm going to be moving to, to Exeter. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I'll be moving in with Keith, or probably not, at least not right away. I'm probably going to be more moving in with, I'll probably be getting my own little place, But the nice thing is, not only do I have Keith, but we have some mutual friends that I've also met online. A couple that, I met them. It's like Keith joined the site after this other couple joined, and it turned out that they were friends and all that, and so that was pretty cool. But not just that, but we have a couple other people who either are on the site or were on the site at one point, and they live in London. And so, plus, two of the gals, actually, I think three of the gals from the charm group that I was part of for several years. And we all have like live journal accounts together, which I haven't been on live journal in ages. But I mean, we used to go on there all the time and comment on each other's book pages and everything. And so anyway, three of them now live in London. And I just think that's awesome. And so it's like I'll have them to hang out with. I'll have a gang from the heroes, That'll be close to my boyfriend. We'll be able to get to know each other better. We'll actually be able to go out on dates and stuff. And, determine whether or not we're actually, I mean, I think we are. I think we're highly compatible just from everything that we talked about. But, it'll be good. It'll be good to be able to, actually go out on a date with them and stuff like that. So that's my news. That's what the plan is. And I tell you one thing, it feels so good to finally be able to say, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm moving to England, Because, I mean, and now it's just a matter of, I gotta get a passport. I, gotta go through all my stuff, all my possessions and stuff, and decide, okay, what am I going to give away to other people, my family? What am I going to do for, what am I going to sell to try and make, try and gain a little bit more money? What am I going to, I got to go through all my bills. I got to try and do some research and figure out, because I know some of these things I'm not going to be able to do, like car insurance. I mean, I won't be able to take Drewby with me, which is fine, since, like I said, he's pretty much, Drewby's been an awesome car. My little tracker has been just awesome, just served me for so many years. So, I think that's really cool. But, I won't be I can't ship him across. I'm sure that would be freaking expensive. I have to figure out if I can do, if I can still use my cell phone service, or if I'll need to get something else, I have to figure out housing, I'll have to figure out all this stuff. And Keith, he said, that he'll be helping me out in any way he can, and that's, completely and totally awesome. And of course, I'm sure that my other two friends will be, there and will be, helping me out too. It's a little scary, I have to admit. It's a little bit on the scary side to think, oh my gosh, I'm moving to a totally different country. I have to get a passport. I have to, figure all this stuff out. But at the same time, I tell you what, it feels really good to finally have a plan, finally make a decision, and to be like, this is what I want to do. Because I'm almost 100% positive that this is what I want to do. And it's funny, it's like, you hear people talk about, well, I got a sign that I was supposed to be doing this, or, you read in the Bible about, certain prophets and stuff being like, hey, God, show me a sign, make this fleece soaking wet and I'll know that you're with me, or whatever. And it happened. And so it's just really interesting. It started out kind of small with like different things going on and like me meeting people who were British and talking to them and stuff like that, and it's just kind of built up to this. It's just kind of built up to this point where I feel like there's a big neon sign, pointing, and I'm like walking on this path, and all of a sudden there's this big neon sign that says go this way, which is awesome because, there's been a lot of times in my life where I've just felt like I just been wandering, like I've just been wandering and had no idea where I'm supposed to be. And I mean, I know that's not true. I know that's not 100% true. I know God was with me. I know He's still with me. And I know He's been guiding me throughout my life. But it's just interesting. It's just, it's just really, really cool to be like, to be able to look and to be able to say, okay, this was a sign, this was a sign, this was a sign, all pointing me toward doing this. And so I'm nervous as heck. I'm nervous as heck about uploading this because that means that it's real, that means that this whole thing is real, that I'm dedicating myself to this, that I'm dedicating myself to making this happen. And so you guys are going to be with me. I mean, like I said, I don't know how many of you watch this. I don't know how many of you even care. And that's fine. A lot of this is for me anyway. But, because I'm a very visual person. I need to see it in writing. I need to see it face to face, that kind of thing. So, I'm just one of those people. And so, I think it's just really cool. So I'm looking at myself, right now as I'm recording this, and I'm like, you are doing this, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to be, because one of the things in Ultimate Journey is that we've been talking about is, especially in adult years, but because it's like, you're supposed to be able to be launched successfully. It's like your family and stuff is supposed to be the aircraft carrier, and you're supposed to be the plane, and you're supposed to be able to take off from the aircraft carrier and just go, And it's like I said last night, I just feel like I'm still tethered to the aircraft carrier. Like I can only go so far, and then I'm like rowing in circles, and it's just interesting because I think some of that is my fault. I think some of it is me, but I also think some of it is my parents. Some of it is my family's, and especially now feeling like I can't leave because I'm needed, because especially with Shay being around, especially with my niece being around, especially with, what happens when when they go off on my parents go off on vacation or go to a mission trip or whatever, who's going to take care of the house, that kind of thing. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think I really believe this is something I need to do. This is something that I need to do for me. In order for me to live my life and to be able to you know, be independent and to launch, you know, successfully. And, you know, probably down the road, I'll be popping on here and being like, showing off an engagement ring. I mean, you know, I fully believe that's going to happen. But, you know, in the meantime, you know, I think this is a good first step. I think this is a good way of me exercising a little independence and being like, okay, I've done the taking care of the house by myself. I've done the cooking for myself and the cleaning for myself and all that stuff. It's now, you know, it's come time for me to really put that to the test again. And nice thing is this time around, I won't be nearly as lonely. I won't be sitting in my apartment alone, you know, which is really nice. I mean, I wish I'd had Heroes the RPG back when I lived on my own for 6 years, because, yeah, those were some bad times. I'm a little bit nervous too, because this week we're supposed to write a letter about those times, and that's going to be hard. I've really only cried once in the Ultimate Journey classes so far. But I think this coming week it's going to be tough for me, because I'm going to be going through a lot of stuff. So, but this is good. This is good. This is good for me to get a lot of that stuff out. I get a lot of this stuff out, admit it, be like, you know, these are the mistakes I made. This is why I wish my folks would have done more, you know, that kind of thing. So, anyway, so anyway, that's what I got. That's what I got. So, I want to thank you guys. Those of you who do listen, those of you who do watch my videos and stuff like that, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for sticking with me and doing all that stuff. And I will post more of these, I promise. I will keep you guys updated as far as what's going on, you know. I'm sure I'll be showing off my passport once I get that, and, you know, probably do a little tour of, you know, showing you the stuff that I'm getting rid of and the stuff that I'm giving away. I'll probably give away a lot of my dress-up clothes to my niece, just because she likes dress up so much. But other than that, yeah, so I'll just be keeping you guys informed, and someday I'll be turning this thing on and being like, hey guys, I want to show you my new place in England, and hopefully you guys will be excited for me. Alright, well, it is 9:39 and I still have not posted at all on the Heroes RPG forum, and I have so many posts I need to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and upload this, and you guys will be able to watch this very shortly. And so, thanks again, guys, and I will talk at you later. Bye.